Hello, Happy New Year, and welcome back to another mod showcase video. Today we are looking at the mod TrimsEffects by Lupin. So this mod is compatible with versions 1.21.1, 1.21, and all versions of 1.20 all the way up to 1.20.6. So this mod is available for Forge, Fabric, and NeoForge. And this mod is quite a basic mod. I personally haven't played many of the recent versions of Minecraft, at least in vanilla, so I never really experimented with armor trims. I believe in the vanilla version of the game, they're just purely for decoration. I don't think they serve any purpose whatsoever, and that is what this mod's about, so it gives these armor trims a purpose. Before I go into each individual trim and what they do, a couple of little things about this. So when you make an armor trim, you put the smithing template in there, the piece of armor, and a diamond, a gem, a piece of netherite, whatever you like in there really. There are certain requirements of what you can and can't put in there, of course. But basically, this mod only works if you use a diamond or a netherite ingot. Anything less, and you won't get the effects that this gives. So if you combine it with a diamond, which is what I've done for the sake of this video, it'll give you a level 1 effect. And if you do it with netherite, it'll give you the level 2 effect. So if you do it with netherite, it's going to be more powerful, but obviously considerably more expensive. So the first set of armor we're trying today is the snout armor trim. So I'm going to pop this on. I believe you have to have every item of the armor on for the effect to work. There you go, as you can see. That one gives us fire resistance, level 1, so that will just be there as long as you have the armor on, and you're fire resistant, which is pretty cool. So next up, we have the tide armor trim. So once again, I put the whole set of armor on, and we'll see what it does for us. So what does this give? This gives luck. So luck in Minecraft gives you a better chance of finding good loot in chests, in ships, that sort of thing. So next up we have the award armor trim. So it doesn't matter what type of armor you put it on, I believe you can put it on any. I just use netherite for the purpose of the video, because it looks kind of cool. So this award armor trim gives you absorption. So there we go. I get absorption with that one. Next up, we have the silence armor trim. So I'm going to take these off quick. Pop this set on. And this one gives us night vision. I believe that's just stayed from the last set of armor. But this one, night vision, always handy. So next up is the rib armor trim. So the rib armor trim gives you haste, which means that you can mine things much quicker. I don't have any tools on me, of course, but you can just tell that mining a block of dirt is a lot quicker. So next is the coast armor trim. So this one gives me water breathing. So this one is going to be very handy if you want to do some ocean adventuring through the ocean monuments, or looking for buried treasure or ships or anything like that. Obviously, for some of these, it doesn't really matter if you use diamonds or netherite to make your armor trim, because, like, water breathing only has 1 level, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't make any difference whether it's water breathing 1 or 2. In fact, water breathing 2 doesn't even exist. So you can save your netherite for this one and just use diamonds. Next up, the wild armor trim. So this one gives you Hero of the Village, so you'll get discounted trades with villagers while wearing this. This one's quite good because I believe the only way you can get Hero of the Village normally is to fight a pillager raid, and it does run out after a while, so this one is actually pretty handy because you're always going to have it when you're wearing the armor. So you'll always get discounted trades no matter which village you go to, which would be really, really handy. So next up we have the Vex armor trim. So this one gives you invisibility. As you can see, you can't see me. I'm not sure how how helpful this one is, because obviously you can still see the armor. If I take the armor off, I'll have invisibility for about 15 seconds. But I can't really see this one being the most useful. It's there as an option if you would like it. So next up, we have the sentry armor. I'm running out of inventory space. Let me just chuck some of this down here for now. Now we've got some inventory space back. We're going to try the sentry armor trim. So this one, what does this one give us? Resistance. So very good one for PvPing. Because you're not going to take as much damage. So that is going to be very, very handy. So next up is the Dune armor trim. So this one gives us speed. And even speed 1 is a major upgrade from not having speed at all. So you can imagine if you did it with netherite, this one would be a very, very nice addition to have. So next up is the host armor trim. So this one gives us glowing. So as you can see, we are glowing, and I suppose this one would be helpful if you're in a multiplayer world. You can find your friends a bit easier. Probably not the best if you're doing any sort of PvP, because they'll know where you are at all times if you're trying to run away or whatever. So maybe not the best for that. So next we have the Spire armor trim. So this one, what does this one do? Let's see. So this one gives us strength. So this one, on the contrary to the last one, would be very good for PvP. Because obviously, you just get added strength. You can do a bit more damage to your opponents. Or even boss fights, this one would be pretty cool. Just day-to-day use, really. It is sort of a shame you can only have one effect at a time. So next up we've got the Eye Armor trim. Another great one for PvP, the Eye Armor trim gives you regeneration, so obviously your hearts are going to regenerate much faster. This would probably be my choice doing PvP, to be honest, because you have added strength, added speed, anything like that, but regeneration, you're going to get that health back much quicker, which means that you don't have to run off and eat golden apples all the time. So yeah, I believe this one would probably be my choice for any PvP or boss battle situation. Next up we have the Bolt armor trim. So the Bolt trim gives us strength once again. I believe this is our first repeating one, because I think there's more armor trims in the game than there are positive effects. There are a couple armor trims which do the same effects, so if you don't like the look of one armor trim, then you can use the other one. This one isn't personally my favourite, so I'd probably choose the other one of this. But yeah, just does the exact same. Again, a good one for PvPing. So next up, Flow armor trim. So this one gives us a jump boost. So this is the first jump boost one we've had, so a unique one again. Jump boost 1, I believe, only allows you to jump like a block and a half. So jump boost 2 would be more helpful if you did this with a netherite ingot. But I suppose for PvPing, this would be helpful. Not for PvPing, for parkouring, this would be helpful. I can't really see many other uses other than that. So we've got the last 3 now to do. So we've got the Wayfinder armor trim. So this one gives us feather falling, which I really need to get for this map, because at the start of each video I have to jump off there and I do take damage. But feather falling is always a nice one to have. I can't really demonstrate it here because of the ladder, but you know, it just makes you fall slower and you take no damage. And I've just picked up half of that armor that I dropped down here earlier, so let me just clear out this all again. Now we have the Razor armor trim. So this one gives us saturation. So I've noticed all of these give positive effects. It would be maybe quite funny to do some with negative effects that you could sort of just put on your friends with like a cursor binding or something. I feel like that would be quite funny. Also quite a mean prank, but you know, but saturation is always good. You need to eat less food, and there you go. You can do that and save food, I guess. That's the only real advantage to that. In PvP, it would be quite good once again. I know I keep saying PvP, a lot of these would be good for, but it's true. You don't have to eat as much, so you can just focus on actually getting those hits in rather than having to retreat off to eat. But yeah, I feel like that would be once again handy for that. So next up we have the Shaper armor trims. This is our final one because there are, I think it was 18 armor trims, I might be wrong, but something like that. But this is the final one, so every single armor trim does an effect. So this one also does saturation, so this is the same as the last. A little bit anticlimactic for the end, but like I said, there are only so many positive effects at least. There are some negative ones which this doesn't actually do, but I suppose it'd make you not want to use the armor trim, so there's that. But anyway, I hope you did enjoy this video, my first one of 2025. I do lots more, I have a lot more planned for this year as well, a lot more mod showcases, a lot more mod playthrough videos with my friends. I have a modded survival series I do at the minute, and I'm going to do a lot more adventure maps. I'm going to even do some stuff not Minecraft related this year, is my plan anyway. So stay tuned for all of that. If you did enjoy this video, please do consider subscribing to join me for all of that. And like this video as well. I never normally ask people to like the video, but it's a nice thing to have, and it will help me get more views and grow my subscribers. So yeah, that is all for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye!